You're watching Swimming World TV. I'm your host, Brent Rutemiller, and here we are in Dallas at the ASCA convention where we get to catch up with new products out in the market. We're here to talk about Hammerhead caps. To my right here, David Burns, CEO, COO of the Hammerheads, and Theresa Finn, the CEO and president and founder. Co-founders?
Yep. Co-founders.
Yep. Co-founders.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. So let's talk about this product. I mean, if you're out there in the swimming community, I'm sure you've already heard about Hammerhead caps. And the reason why you're hearing it because the name just kind of jumps out at you right away. How did you come out with the name, first of all?
Well, the Hammerhead shark is actually, it's a very strong, fast shark, and we want each swimmer that wears this cap to feel that way. Yep. We designed it with safety in mind, and it does a lot more than that.
Well, let's talk about the safety factor, because that's when I think of Hammerhead, like indestructible, but it has a real purpose, an important purpose.
Yes, it does.
Let's talk about that purpose.
Well, to begin with, we started this journey about 6 years ago, and within that time frame, I've been coaching for over 14 years in competitive swimming in the summer leagues, and my daughter, who was 8 years old at the time, started on the swim league, and she was doing backstroke with 40 other kids doing drills, and she hit her head doing the backstroke and instantly started crying. And so for the first time in my life, in my career as a coach, I was on that deck, and I wasn't a coach, I was father. And I ran to her rescue, and I was like, oh my God, honey, you have to make sure you count. And before I could finish a sentence, a 15-year-old girl next to her hit her head so hard, she has like concussion, we had to pull her out of the pool. 38 kids are looking at these two girls crying, and I'm the coach, and I'm sitting there on the deck saying, "What do I have to do to you guys to get you to do the backstroke?"
You don't want to slow down your race, or
no,
Right.
And I said, "What do I have to do? Get you a helmet?" And my daughter's like, "Yes, please." And I said, "There's no such thing." And so Hammerhead was born, and Theresa and her husband were there, and they said, "You know what, David? You're onto something." And
you were there
Oh, yeah.
at the meet?
We're on deck. Yep, it was a practice, and my husband's a dentist, so he went home and made a non-porous foam insert, almost like a banana. And so at the next...
So let's look inside there. Yeah, can you? Here, there you go. Go ahead, keep talking.
So we inserted it inside the cap the next day at practice, and it did what we wanted it to. The only problem is with the
So
cap.
you created a prototype almost overnight, right?
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
Literally.
And it did what we wanted it to do. So we kept the journey we found an IP attorney to see if there's anything like this out there, and we started working with designers and engineers. So it's been a great journey.
Well, and the timing's right. Not only from your personal experience, but the whole concussion, which starts in the football. Obviously, and you're hearing these NFL players having real damage to the brain because of continual concussions, and then you realize it's in other sports, and now who would have thought that swimmers would have that, but you saw it.
Well, the biggest thing, too, is helmetry's been around for a lot of different sports. And in swimming, it's been a gaping hole. And there's concussions and reported ones. And we're not saying that this is going to prevent concussions, but it's going to help definitely on the proactive side to be able to help mitigate. And that's what we're supposed to do as coaches, is find products that are going to help encourage kids and keep them in the sport longer. And now, even in soccer, you can't even head the soccer ball. So people are being aware of the situations that happen inside. And if we can do something as coaches and the parents to proactively help that's our job.
I mean, if you think of the sport, it's a swimmer going as fast as they can into a cement wall with no head protection. So we're here to change that and give them some protection.
Wow. Well, a lot of teenagers do that in some ways, not on purpose, but
Right.
I kind of have to look at this from a performance point of view.
Yes.
Are the caps actually? We have so many caps on the market now, and all the caps are designed for ultimate race performance.
Correct.
All of that. Where do you fit in that category? Do you feel that there's some detriment to the safety element to that's kind of taken away from the performance element?
Not at all. So there are three primary features. The first is safety, and as a result of the safety, there's zero drag on the top of the cap. So that goes through the water smoother than a cap that has wrinkles. The next feature is that we made it a little bit bigger in the back of the head than the front, so that it fits the head more comfortably. And finally, its durability. We've never had one of our caps tear. It's all one part. It's manufactured as one part.
It's an injection mold, correct?
Yeah. So from the laminar flow,
Yep.
you've basically solve that issue.
It's more hydrodynamic.
Yeah, there.
And if you double cap over it, it actually contours to the smooth surface.
So you solve that issue. No
Definitely.
complaints. But I can't tell you how many times a kid will pull their cap and it ripped. And you tell me the tear rate is
So
zero.
far, zero.
We've never had one tear.
Yeah.
Well, how are you going to resell product?
Different colors.
It's a
Different.
It's a big market. If they switch teams, they maybe have to get the other team logo on it. We can't take
okay.
that.
And we do have 3 different sizes. So our heads are not shaped equally. So we have a small, we have a medium, we have a large. And in most manufacturers that manufacture swim caps, it's one size fits all. And that's just not the way our heads are shaped. So it's very important.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What about like holding in heat and things like that? I mean, all caps are going to do that.
Yes.
Does this have anything that kind of eliminates that or lessens that?
I think it's just as much as any other cap, and if you're going to wear a black cap in 80-degree day, yeah, it's going to be a lot warmer. But
It's not an issue.
Yeah,
I don't want to make it an issue.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'll point
I'm trying to blow holes into it when I can't. I mean, I'm just saying it's
Well, thank you.
It's revolutionary, but it's like one of those why hasn't this been out there before?
if we had $1 for every time somebody told us that, we'd probably be on a beach right now, sipping an umbrella drink.
I guess I owe you $1.
It's a wonderful mission. We feel really strong about introducing this to the swimming market, especially with much more awareness about concussions with the new concussion management protocol. So what we said to a bunch of coaches this week at ASCA is, hey, if this is going to save you from doing a bunch of paperwork, why not? And protect your kids.
Yeah, very much. What's the price point?
It's $34.95. We offer bulk rates for coaches that have bigger teams. So yeah, we definitely are in that market for correct pricing.
And how can they get it?
Online, www.hammerheadswimcaps.com, or you can call us at 1-888-842-5151.
How many people call?
Not that many.
That's me. But
Big
you
orders.
have to have
The
the
big
number.
orders.
I understand.
The big orders call.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah.
Can we get a better rate?
Yeah. Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're here, and I hear a lot. We all hear a lot about it. I know people watching this. Give it a try.
Yeah, thank you. And just one last thing. As helmetry is evolving around sports, it's definitely should be evolving around swimming as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Theresa. I appreciate it. And you,
very
David.
much.
This is Brent Rutemiller for Swimming World TV saying, if you want to win, first help someone else win.